All right, we're starting now. And I'll wait till I see people start pouring in or numbers increase. So I had somebody in my team today copy and paste an article about Shakeology, about how it's bad for you and it's soy-based. And she posted it to every question about Shakeology in my team page for like the past 6 months. And then she made a video about how everyone should quit. And then she like started bashing coaches. I'm like, really? Am I really having to deal with this right now? This is insane. I felt so bad for her. I'm like, is something going on with you? I asked her, I'm like, is everything okay? And she's like, I'm over Beachbody. And I'm like, well, this is our livelihood. There are many people who support their family on this team with this business, so I'm going to have to remove you.
Yeah. That's not really good.
No. All right. Well, 8:02, I'm just going to start talking and hope that people can see me. It doesn't always update with viewers right away. So anyway, happy Wednesday. Oh, no, it's Thursday. Woo-wee. Okay, happy Thursday, 8 p.m., the 12th of March. I'm kind of a space cadet because I've spent half this week away from my computer, packing up a moving truck, cleaning a 5,000 square foot home, and taking care of one child and this biz. So it has been a nutso week and an incredible week, but pretty insane. So I'm a little bit of a space cadet. So, but anyway, welcome to the call, everybody. Anita here, your team leader. I have a couple announcements before we bring on our amazing guest speaker tonight, Lori Stuart. And I'll introduce Lori in just a moment. But okay, so in case you guys are not aware, this week's or this month's deals are Turbo Fire is $140, the challenge pack. That's $10 with Shakeology. 21-Day Fix is back to $160. However, still an amazing, amazing value. You're going to get 21-Day Fix, 21-Day Fix Extreme for $30, which is pretty awesome. Beachbody On Demand, it's $10 to sign up with Shakeology for a 90-day subscription to Beachbody On Demand. And then it's like $11.95 every month thereafter. That is a heck of a lot cheaper than most gym memberships except for Planet Fitness. And we all know about Planet Fitness. So this is a lot better than Planet Fitness. You can take your phone, computer, iPad, anywhere, at any time, and work out all for $11 a month with the best trainers out there. So this, I have updated, again, just a reminder, I've updated our team script to include Beachbody On Demand. So that's going to be an easy thing to talk about. I have already signed up 4 people this month for Beachbody On Demand. They were really excited about 21-Day Fix, but they just saw the value in On Demand, and I do too. I think it's an incredible, incredible value to talk to your potential challengers about, truthfully. You can't get better than $11 a month with Tony Horton and Shanti and, you know, Shalene Johnson in your living room. Plus, they're adding trainers monthly and programs monthly, and you get samples of our programs that are coming out. So you get to try free workouts, just like how elite coaches get like a sample workout, where you're going to get a sample workout as well. So you can try it before you buy it or share it with your following. Today we had a coach on our team go through and make some crazy comments all over everybody's posts. If you were involved and saw that, I want to apologize about that, and I don't want to kind of scratch old wounds or scratch up scabs, but I wanted to kind of revisit something about Shakeology. I stand firm in the fact that Shakeology is a life-changing product, and I would never stand by a product I did not fully 100% believe in. With that being said, there is no soy in Shakeology. There just isn't. This particular coach who was writing these things about Shakeology was confused with the meal replacement. I personally do not back the meal replacement. meal replacement shake. I'm a Shakeology girl through and through. But I got involved in this company because of the integrity of Shakeology. I had interviewed my coach over and over and over again, Leslie, before I took this business serious, because I wanted to make sure that if I'm going to dedicate my life, besides, being a mom and a wife, if I'm going to dedicate myself to a company, I got to fully believe in that company and the product that it backs. So the things that she was saying about Shakeology, if you are affected by her spamming and messaging and commenting, clearly this coach was going through something, and we should all pray for her. There's something very very negative happening in her life, but I have to stand by the product and my team, and reiterate the fact that Shakeology is one of the, if not the best, meal replacement health shakes products on the market. And have no fear, leaders, if your coaches were scared away by this coach. The product backs itself. It speaks for itself. Our company speaks for itself. And we have plenty of tools and training that you can go through to be a better advocate for Shakeology. I could sit here all day and tell you how much it's changed my life and it's changed Lori's life, but we don't have that much time. So congratulations to all the coaches who rank advanced today. Lots and lots of emeralds coming up, so very, very cool. And so that's pretty much it. Oh, yes. Please remember that this month's my 2014 and 2015 coaches, I'm running a promotion. I will be donating $50 to the Make-A-Wish Foundation for every one of my 2014 coaches that signed up and 2015 coaches that signed up and hit Success Club 5 and above. I will be making a $50 donation to that Make-A-Wish Foundation in your name. So that is more incentive than ever to achieve Success Club, because not only are you going to be changing 3 people's lives and their business, but you're going to be changing somebody from the Make-A-Wish Foundation's life as well with your $50 contribution. So please keep that in mind. Trying to think what else. We closed up the GoFundMe on a particular coach. We raised about $600, and that's pretty awesome for all of you that donated. Thank you so much. I know that this particular coach is very, very thankful, and this is going to make a huge difference in her life at this point. And that's it for me. I think I've got it all. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Lori Stuart. Lori is was in 2014 the #3 coach out of 250,000+ coaches in the network. Lori's been a coach for just over 2.5 years, and is a mom to 3 kids. Is that right?
I have 4, but 3 at home. Yeah.
Okay, 3 at home, 4 kids. And her hubby is actually away, and she's still hitting Success Club. She's still rocking her business, and she's just amazing. Time management, at rocking her biz, and totally excited to hear from Lori tonight. So I'm going to mute myself, and you can take it away, Lori.
Well, thank you. And just so you guys know, speaking and doing calls is not like one of my things to do, and Anita knows that, and so but I graciously, I'm so happy to do this for her, because she did one for me. But not only that, she kind of did this really sweet introduction on a team call for me the other night, because it was the first that we had done for my team, and I was so freaked out about it that I asked her to kind of jump on it and be the speaker for me, and make things a little easier. But what I wanted to kind of let you guys know is that you guys are really in an awesome position. You have a great person leading you. We became friends last year. I'll come back to how I got there, but I ended up the year January #3. I never had any intentions of going for top 10. I just kind of found myself there, and I felt very alone and just kind of didn't know what I was doing. And so one month, Anita jumped from it was like 12 or somewhere on the list, but jumped up to #5, and I had already been following her, so I was just like, I'm just going to reach out and tell her congratulations, because she's just really cool and I like her. And then from there, we just kind of clicked, and we have talked pretty much every day ever since then. And she has really inspired me in many ways and come up with some great ideas and helped me with my own business. And so for you guys to have that one-on-one mentorship with her is an amazing blessing to have in your life. And so if you don't take advantage of all of that, then you need to. I know she's set up some crazy, training and systems for you guys, and it makes such a difference. So thanks for letting me be on here and spill all this out to you. So I actually made slides, and I'm going to see if this works. Last time I tried to do this, they didn't. Oh, but I think it will. Can you see that? Anita, nod your head.
It looks perfect.
Okay. I don't know what this means. Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Okay, I can't see y'all. Okay, well, so just so you know, yes, my name is Lori Stuart. I am married. I've had 4 kids. I have 3 of them at home, and my oldest is now 18. I have one that's 14, and then the baby who is 3. And so I got started off in Beachbody. I had had the new baby, and I was going back to work, and I couldn't lose weight, and I had had enough, and I had done some research, and I got started in a challenge group. But I was an accountant, and so I signed up as a coach because I only wanted the discount. I worked 10-hour day shifts. I had no desire to do this for a business at all whatsoever. You can hear me, right?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you.
This is so weird. Sorry. Okay, so and I had no desire to do this for a business. So I also ran another business on the side, but what happened is I started doing these workouts, and I started doing the shakes, and I started seeing results, and I used Facebook as my way of accountability because I was one of those quiet, what do they call them, Facebook ghost people, where I would just comment on people's stuff, but I never uploaded anything of my own. But then I started posting, I was doing my workouts, and that was my way of being accountable, because if it doesn't show up on Facebook, you didn't do it. And so it just kind of turned into more when I started realizing I was inspiring people. And so that passion just kind of turned into what it is today. And let me go to the next one. And so I get asked all the time, what is it that you did? What did you do to get there? And honestly, there is nothing specific that I did. And I look back, and and every top coach will tell you this, there is no secret sauce to this. There is no secret line. There is no secret script. It is strictly just about you. And I truly believe that the power of consistency in my business is what led it to where it is today. And so one of the most biggest and most important things that I want to tell you about is you're not going to sell Beachbody, you're going to sell yourself. And you're going to hear this over and over again, that this is about turning your life into a public blog. And so if you're uncomfortable with that, you're going to have to get over it, and you're going to have to put your bigger panties on and start doing the things that need to be done in order to reach more people. And I understand that because I was one of those very introverted people. I learned at a seminar with Chalene Johnson that I was that shy person that made people feel uncomfortable because I was so worried in my head. I don't know what to say to them. What should I say? Oh, I can't think of anything to say. And so then I realized that made other people uncomfortable. But on social media, I didn't have that face-to-face, and so it was a little bit easier. And it's one step at a time. But it starts with a few simple things that you can do and apply to your business, to your personal life as well, that will help you turn into be a better coach. And so one of those is just by making a few adjustments. You need to have a smiley face picture of yourself. And I use these as examples of people that are on our team. I love your dogs. I love your kids. I love those little motivation quotes. But it needs to be a picture of you. You are representing your business, because there's going to be so many different instances that you're going to be posting on other people's comments, or just typing, or somehow somebody randomly finds your page. And why are they going to want to look, if it's just a dog, whereas they would come and look, they see this smiley, inviting face picture. So my suggestion is, take one if you don't have one. Take the time one day to freshen yourself up. Whatever it is you want to do, find a blank wall, go outside. Just do anything, take a selfie, but just get something up there that kind of just shows your face. You want to make sure that everything that you post in regards to Beachbody is going to be public. And I know there's a lot of people who are really kind of worried about that. And I was one of those people, and I did it specifically because I was like, I don't want my ex-husband knowing my business. I'm not going to make stuff public. But then after I thought about it, I'm like, he didn't pay his child support. Why am I going to worry about if he's trying to see my post, he's not paying my bills. This is me trying to build a business. And at that point, I just let it all go. And I said, I don't care. I'm going to make everything public for everyone to see because I want to be able to reach the most amount of people as possible. And the third thing is you have to show up every single day. Not just Mondays, not just in the mornings, not just in the afternoons. You have to show up. And I'm going to come into more on that, but right now I want to talk to you a little more about how to also just share your progress. You know, we talk about those 3 vital behaviors, and one of them is being a product of the product. And what I hear a lot of people that get started, they start talking about that they don't feel that they would be a good coach because they don't have results. But here's the thing. You may not have results, but somebody does. And you don't have to have results, but you can share about the journey that you're on. And it can be scale, it can be non-scale. So I just kind of pulled a few little examples of things that I've posted that were ones that had really a large amount of feedback. And it's also doing things that kind of when you're posting it, you're not just going to post a picture or something, but you're going to tell the story with it. And so the one with that bikini up, there is a really big emotional piece behind that. So my entire life I've never worn a bikini in public, and that was my first like official time to buy one, and I was really proud of that moment because I had lost weight and I was actually feeling confident. And so I made this really long post about it, just saying, you know, you may not be confident in your own skin, you know, but buying this was a big deal for me. So you have to think about more than just the physical aspect. You're going to get progress from the shakes. You're going to get progress from the relationships, from the community, from the motivation. So we get more than just physical things. So share those. Share when you don't have to button your pants with a rubber band anymore. Because for me, that was a huge accomplishment, was that they could actually button on their own. You know, maybe you're like when I did Max 30 and I actually had to modify everything. I started getting some shape because I never had that before. So you want to find those things and share them. Think of a creative way that you can just talk about it. And again, if you don't have those results yet, there's somebody that does. I guarantee you there is somebody on your team who has had a health issue corrected, weight loss, financial, it doesn't matter. But it's just finding those things and just finding a way to creatively share that with everybody. Okay, so second, or whatever, third. So it is really important to share. So like, you know, I mentioned, this is about becoming a blog of your life. So you need to share everything. You might not think it really matters, but there are people out there who don't even know where to start, who are looking just for a way of learning how to cook or learning how to prep their meals, or they wonder how being a mom and having kids, how do you cook healthy dinners? You know, because you got to remember, not everybody's at the place you are. There's some people who are way, way past, you know, the spot of even understanding how to do that. So you have to share every little bit. So that means, you know, if you're making dinner and you're saying, here's how I plan my dinner and here's how I do it for the rest of my family, or here's how I prep my food, or if I'm going to run errands, this is how I take my snacks on the go. So you share those things. You share your workouts. You share that you might not be able to do a full power jump, but you're trying. You know, what I found, especially in my groups, is that those coaches who share their videos that are not in top shape are the ones that inspire people more, because what happens is someone's going to look at you and say, you know what, I'm kind of like her and I think I could probably do the same thing. So if she can do it, maybe I can too. And people want to see your face. They don't want to see stock photos. That's kind of boring and that's really salesy. So find a way to incorporate what it is you're doing and how you're using it in your life, and by sharing that back. So I'm always sharing pictures of me drinking my shake because I believe in it so strongly, and I will always have pictures doing workouts and drinking my E&E. And one thing that I really want to talk about and stress is that while I understand there's going to be other products and companies that you might use, and this is my personal opinion, I don't share those. So there will be another pre-workout drink that I would use because, you know, at times you do have to get off of the energy and endurance and use something else, but I would never post about it. Reason being is you are branding yourself. You are a Beachbody, you know, that's you. And so the way that I look at it is that if you are going to be Beachbody, but you're going to go to GNC and post that other product, it's kind of like, what's the best way to say this? It's kind of like McDonald's talking about how Wendy's chicken nuggets are better. You're not going to see them talking about the other company. So not to say that you can't use it or don't want to, but be mindful of what you're posting and what you're representing, because that's you. So in addition to all of those things, you need to show up. I cannot express how important this is. So when we talk about being consistent, it's not just being consistent 2 or 3 days a week. It is being consistently consistent every single day, rain, sleet, snow, or shine, good mood, bad mood, kids are sick, somebody's died, there's something going on, family vacation. Now, I'm not saying never to disconnect, but what I'm saying is that I have never missed a day. Since my mindset changed to go from just being a discount coach to going all in and being a coach, I've never missed a day. Whether it's you just check in one time, making sure people are okay, or it's you're scheduling posts, but you're showing up. So you got to think about this as a couple different ways. If you have people following you and they're going to come to your page and you're not there, that is the same thing as you going to a Starbucks one day expecting them to be open. Or really even use 7-Eleven, 24-hour service. You expect them to be open in the middle of the day, and it's closed. You come back in another day, it's closed. You're not going to keep going there because you don't see that consistency in their business being open. So whether it's you're just posting what's going on in your life or you are sharing just a motivational picture, just show up. And the same thing applies if you have coaches. Now you got to keep in mind, people are investing in you. Your coaches have invested money to become a part of this business. Your customers have invested money in you to help them achieve their goals. If you just do not show up, it's the same as like if you're abandoning your children. And that might be kind of strong to say that, but I feel responsible for them. So you have to show up every day. And I've used this example before, but it's just think about when you have a new baby. That baby is a newborn. They can't do anything for themselves. They need guidance. They're scared. They don't know what to do. And you're not just going to drop them in a crib and leave them there all day to figure it out for themselves. You are going to be there to help and to support and to start teaching them. As they get older and they get stronger, you can let them sit up and they'll begin to crawl and you'll begin to walk, and then you'll hold their hand and then they'll let go. And that's the same with your coaches. You have to do that every day. Your challengers are the same way. I have some that don't need help, and then there's some that are getting started and they're just so lost and so scared and they've never had anyone to believe in them, that you have to be there to show up every single day. And you find that those customers are the ones that become your lifetime coaches, that so believe in you and so believe in the company and so believe in the community that comes with it and the support, that those will be those coaches that sign up and just take the business away and blow your mind. But if you're not there to support them and show them how it's supposed to be done, you can't expect them to do the same thing as well. So some other things. You have to share what it is you love about coaching. So a lot of things I hear from people are, you know, I can find customers, but I don't have anybody who wants to build the business. So think about what it is you're posting. Are you saying things about the coaching that would make them want to do it? You know, and it doesn't have to be financial gains from it. There are so many things that you can talk about other than that. From a financial side, you know, I was so bad in debt. I think we had a total of around $40,000 in debt. It was 401k loans, all of these things. But through Beachbody, we've been able to pay all those off. You know, we have no credit card debt, and we're actually building a new home. And the opportunity that comes from that financial side is great, but there's so much more to that. So for me, I have worked multiple jobs since my oldest daughter was born, and I missed pretty much everything growing up in their life. And so for me, just the little moments of taking the baby to swimming lessons, is huge for me. The opportunities to just go to school when my son forgets a book, because this happens at least once a week. I'm able to do that. I don't work an hour away worrying about how I'm going to be able to pick somebody up from school when they get sick, or attending those meetings throughout elementary school when they had a play, and and it was hard. And so find something, and if you're not there yet, find something else. Maybe you got a $14 check, and while that might not be a lot, that does something. Maybe you're uncomfortable sharing amounts. Well, think about how that's helped you. Was it able to pay your grocery bill for the week? Did it put gas in your car? Did it let you just go get a manicure and have an hour of relaxation? Like, whatever it is, just find a way to be thankful for it. And a lot of people I know come in with the community side of it. Like, they find a place just to be supported and encouraged, and they make friends. You can share those things too. But if you're not talking about it, if you're not excited about it, if you're not sharing about it, in your dreams and in your futures and the things that have accomplished, you can't expect others to have the same vision and the same dream. And when you post something that says, hey, come sign up on my team, they're not going to jump on it, because why? They don't have any reason to want to. So some other things that will help with that is you have to wake up every day and stop saying I'll try, or I hope, or obviously I can't type and I wrote that again, but you have to have that mindset to say I can do this, I will do this no matter what. We talk about hitting Success Club, and that has been the most vital piece of my business since the day that I started. Initially, I didn't really even know what it was, but I was told I was supposed to hit it, so okay, I will. But then I kind of found out that hitting Success Club was going to pay for me to take a trip to the cruise. And I was still just barely an Emerald coach. I had no way to pay for it, but I said, you know what? If this is going to pay for my trip, I will do this. I will find a way. And every month from that moment forward, I hit Success Club 10. And, I didn't stop at 10. I wanted more than that, because I wanted to keep building and I wanted to keep growing. And so you have to have that mindset every day. It's not, I'm going to try to be an emerald. I'm going to try to be a diamond. I'm going to try to find 3 people to help this month. I'm going to try to, no, it's, I can do this and I will. And if you have that no matter what mindset, that will push your business to the next level, because you don't allow yourself to have room for excuses by saying, I'll try and I hope. That sets you up for failure. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to start it out that way. Everything that you post on your Facebook, on your Instagram, will promote or demote your business. And I know that's kind of hard, because there's many times that I've written something, or I've wanted to share a picture that I thought was just incredibly humorous, but I realized it's probably not the best thing, and I've had to delete it. You are now a business, and while yes, you are you and you're sharing yourself, you don't want to kind of go on there and start ramping and raging on negativity or bad customer service, or I'm so annoyed with this package that I got, Beachbody can't get any of its shipping right. I get it, like it's a company-wide thing, we're all going through it, but find the positive in every situation, or just don't post it. Because nobody wants a negative Nelly. Nobody wants, negativity feeds like fire. And you don't want people seeing all of that negative side of you. And so you just find a way to make, to promote it rather than putting it down. Some other, some other tips I want to say is that open yourself up. Be this blog of your life that also shares all of your flaws. This is something that I'm pretty good at. I can admit that I have a lot of things I'm not perfect at, and it's kind of been a release for me to be able to open up and to say these things and to tell people. And what's funny is that those things that I thought were just so bad and so, maybe discouraging, and I thought I wouldn't, it would hurt me, are things that actually have helped, because again, you are not going to be the only person that goes through something like that. Whether it's you have a medical condition and you don't want people to know about it, or you have an eating problem, or you've gone through depression, or there's things in your life. You like use all of those flaws, all of that negativity, and turn that into something positive. Turn that into something that someone else can relate to you about it. And so the kind of joke that I always use is that I have this thing about pizza. Like my first job was working at CC's Pizza, and I could probably eat it every day if it was made right. But I don't. Otherwise, that's probably why my eating isn't great now. But my point is, share those things. And while I thought it was kind of, insignificant at first, what I find now is that people tag me in their pizza pictures. Like, they share them with me. They're like, oh my God, you totally love this. Because they relate to that. They relate to having some kind of food that they love, or some kind of other issue that they're going through. There's a lot of people out there that go through something. And so don't think that you're the only one. Just remember that all of these things will allow you to connect and to relate better to other people. And if you're thinking about all this stuff and you're just like, okay, I can share, I can open up, I can do all of this, I want to make sure it's something else. I hear a lot of times that people are like, I'm posting, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. But what happens is they've never come out of the closet. Do people even know you're a coach? Like, probably not. And that's one of the biggest things that we talk about, is that, you have to share, you have to talk. But sometimes people don't tell you that you gotta share that you're a coach too. You need to go public with that. You need to let people know. That's why it's important talking about the business side, other than just the workouts and the shakes, is letting people know that you're there for their support. If you haven't done that yet, you can still do that. It doesn't matter if you've been a coach for months, because you don't want that time to come when someone says that they ordered from someone else because they didn't know they could get it from you. That's where the inviting, that's where the sharing, that's where this, talking about your dreams and why you love being a coach so much comes in so handy. Sorry, my daughter came in. I got sidetracked. And the last thing is just being coachable. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, Scarlett keeps climbing up in my chair too, so no worry.
Starts is naked, guys, by the way. She was eating ice cream for her cough, and it got kind of messy. But just being coachable. So, and what I mean by that is, if you're going to ask a question, if you're going to say, how can I build my business, and we give you an answer, it's not like because we're trying to be mean or say, you need to hit Success Club, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's because that's what you need to do. It goes with training. If you want to, you want to learn and grow, take the time to invest in that. Whether it's training groups or taking your own time going through coaches on YouTube that have really great trainings. Thankfully, you guys have a coach that does that for you, but not everybody does. I mean, I didn't have this. And so anytime I see an opportunity to be taught by someone else, no matter what it is, I jump on it. And it will really reflect in what you're doing if you just allow yourself to be coachable, to be teachable, and to take that information and make it your own, and then spit it back out on everybody. So I know I went through this kind of fast. I was trying to keep her locked in the room, but that didn't work. So hopefully you guys kind of understand by just doing those little things, opening yourself up, post every day, showing up, being a product of the product, and then also that personal development, like we talk about, that is so, so important. You cannot pour yourself out into somebody else if you're empty. It's going to be like you're just putting little droplets. And if you have nothing to pour out, your business is going to suffer. And it's going to be hard. You're not going to be able to think of anything. You're going to become discouraged. You're going to compare. And, that can take a lot out of you, and so I just really want to encourage you, just doing those simple things, just really thinking about what it is you're doing, how you're portraying it, how you're sharing, how you're talking, how you're living, and making sure that mindset is in a position to be the best person that you are. Nobody says you need to be perfect, but you just need to be consistent with all of those little things, and it will make such a difference, hopefully, in your business too.
Awesome. That was amazing, Lori. Thank you so much. I know how outside of your comfort zone that is, so I am impressed by how comfortable you sounded and how good that information really was. And I, for one, know what it's like to do these calls with the 3-year-old because I'm just waiting for her to come in here and close my computer. And while you were talking, she was like throwing, I don't know if anybody could see my screen, but she was putting lotion all over me. And we were doing massages, but she's distracted. Hi there. Oh my gosh, her hair is amazing.
Thank you. You say hi?
Mm-mm.
So
Oh,
do y'all do like Q&As, or do I need to answer questions,
I
or?
didn't open the Q&A, but I will open it now. If you guys have questions, you can throw them up here, or you can put up a question on our team page, and I will send it to Lori and have her answer and message it back to you. Because our team opportunity call starts in 20 minutes, so
Okay.
we got to wrap it up. But again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. That was really, really great, and I know my team totally benefited from all of that awesome information. So I will talk to you later. Have a great evening, everybody, and thank you again, Lori.
You're welcome. Bye, you guys.
You guys.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
You see you? What's that?